Dear students, today I am going to discuss about evaporation. What is evaporation? Evaporation is the process in which a liquid gets converted into its vapor. Liquid gets converted into its vapor. Suppose if you take some water and heat it, what you see? After some time you can see the water vapor. That means water gets converted into water vapor. This is also evaporation. Okay, so evaporation is the process in which a liquid gets converted into its vapor. Evaporation can be used to separate a solids dissolved in a liquid. So this technique of separation, that is evaporation, is used to separating a soluble solid, for separating a soluble solid from its solution. Okay, this evaporation is often used to separate salt from seawater. Let's see. Seawater is allowed to stand in shallow pits. Water gets heated by sunlight and slowly turns into water vapor through evaporation. In a few days, the water evaporates completely, leaving behind the solid salts. So now we get a mixture of salts. Common salt is then obtained from this mixture of salts by further purification. Common salt is then obtained from this mixture of salts by further purification. Okay, this is the evaporation and application of evaporation. Now see condensation. What is condensation? Condensation is opposite process of evaporation. That means in condensation process, vapor of any liquid is converted into liquid by cooling. In case of evaporation, we can see that any liquid converted into its gaseous state by heating, and in condensation process, vapor of any liquid is converted into liquid by cooling. That's why I am saying the condensation process is opposite to the evaporation. Okay, now we already learned about various separating techniques. Okay, now we can see that using more than one method of separation. In some separation, we can't use only one particular separating techniques. We have to use more than one method of separation. Let's see. If you take a mixture of sugar and sand, how you separate sugar and sand from this solution? Remember that you already learnt in previous chapter that sugar is a soluble substance and sand is an insoluble substance. So, if we add water in this mixture, you can see that sand particles should not dissolve in water and sugar dissolve in water. So, if we keep it for some times, we can see that sugar dissolve in water and sand particles sedimented below the beaker. Okay. So now what I am doing? Now we have to decant it. We have to decant it, the mixture of sugar and water. Now we decanted the sugar and water mixture. So we get sand particles. Now if we filter the above clear supernatant solution, then also we can get some amount of sand. Okay. Now with the filtrate, we have to heat this filtrate. We have to heat this filtrate, because if we heat it, the water particles gets evaporated. If we heat it, water particles get evaporated and we get only sugar. So by using various method of separation, we can separate different components from a mixture also. Okay. Now we see what is a solution. First see, if we take some water and add salt, if we take some water and add sugar, now we take some water and some pebbles. You know, salt and sugar can dissolve in water, but pebbles are insoluble in water. So salt and sugar form uniform mixture, that is a homogeneous mixture form, but pebbles form a heterogeneous mixture with water. Okay. In case of homogeneous mixture, you already know we can't see the particles of the mixture, but in case of heterogeneous mixture, we can see particles of the mixture. So this is the solution. Solution in case of first and two case is called solution. So what is solution? Solution is a mixture, homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. So this mixture of pebbles and water is not a solution, but salt and water, sugar and water is a example of solution. So solution is a homogeneous mixture of two or more substances. Okay. Now see solutes and solvents. In a solution, there are two components. One component is smaller in quantity and one component is larger in quantity. So the component of solution which is present in smaller amount, we can say it as solute. The components of solution which is present in larger amount is known as solvent. So in salt water mixture, we can see water is in a larger quantity and salt in a smaller quantity. So salt is solute and water is solvent. In case of sugar solution also, amount of sugar is less and amount of water is higher. So sugar is solute and water is solvent. Okay. Now saturated solution. What is saturated solution? Every solvent has a maximum capacity to dissolve any solute. Every solvent has a maximum capacity to dissolve a particular solute. So a saturated solution is a solution when we cannot dissolve more solute in it. So saturated solution contains the maximum amount of solute that dissolves in a solvent. A solution in which no more solute can be dissolved at a given temperature is called a saturated solution. One information you must remember that if we heat a solvent, its capacity to dissolve a particular solute is increases. If temperature increases, more amount of solute can be dissolved in a solvent. Okay, I hope you understand it.